My name is Merrill, CEO of Mark Research, a 60-year-old insights company. I'm a 35-plus year veteran of the insights community, the host of our podcast, On the Mark. Welcome to another On the Mark Merrillism. Is this really customer service? Okay, so last month I needed to send a bank wire, and my contact at Chase Bank set me up to do that online, which is great. It has worked flawlessly a number of times. But this time the wire got flagged for potential fraud. And after receiving a call and an email from Chase, I thought the situation was taken care of, but unfortunately it wasn't. They need to elevate the issue and put a whole delay on the wire transfer. No idea why. As you can imagine, it was an important wire that needed to be timely, and it wasn't going to be. I called the bank back, and they said they would help me resolve my issue and stayed on the phone with me while I talked to the fraud department. Well, another 38 minutes on the phone, which I would call a total waste of time. They couldn't help, and there was now a hold on my account for whatever reason. My local bank just couldn't help me and couldn't talk sense into the fraud department. Finally, the only solution was to cancel the original wire transfer, go to the bank, and start from square one. Yes, frustration on my end for sure. Within the hour, I went back to the bank and sent the wire. They were very apologetic, and in turn, I apologized to the person I needed to send the wire to as well. Well, almost 3 weeks go by, and my phone rings, and lo and behold, it's Chase Bank. No idea who was on the other end or what it was about. I pick it up, and it's the customer service department from the fraud group who was following up on a call from 3 weeks ago. They said they just wanted to follow up and make sure everything was okay and what I thought about the process, which I thought was comical. My only response to them was, it was 3 weeks ago. If you really cared about what I thought, you would have reached out a lot sooner. To me, that's not customer service. I'm not mad at the person on the other end of the phone. They're just doing their job, doing what they're told. Something ended up on their desk and they reached out. My issue is with the process and the timeliness or lack of timeliness of this call and outreach, which in my opinion was poor. The reason I bring this up today is that most of the listeners have customer service departments. You need to make sure their systems are working timely and working at all. If not, it may cost you some clients and some prospects. Thanks for listening to today's On the Mark Merrillism. Is this really customer service? My name is Merrill Dubrow. Stay well, stay safe, and please, please stay in touch.